Ravana is the Rakshasa, demon, king of Lanka, Lemurya or Kumari Kandam, who had 10 heads. Vishrava's grandson of Sri Brahma, the Supreme Lord is the creator, and son of Pulastya married Kaksi, daughter of Sumali. While Vishravas and Kaksi were living in the forest Mataka, Kaksi became pregnant. She delivered 4 children in 4 yamas. There are 4 yamas in each day or each night, meaning 1 yama equals 3 hours, with an interval of 1 yama between them. The elder 3 were the famous Rakshasas, demons, Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhisana. The 4th one, a girl, was named Sapanakha. Sri Kubera was another son of Vishravas born of another wife called Devavarni alias Ilabila. As soon as he came of age, Sri Kubera captured the Pushpaka chariot, flying chariot, and began ruling the kingdom with Lanka as capital. Jaya and Vijaya were gatekeepers of Sri Vaikuntha, the abode of Sri Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, as the preserver. As these 2 sons of Devas were engaged in the service of Sri Mahavishnu guarding the gate, the 4 hermit Kumaras named Sri Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanadana and Sanat came to see Sri Mahavishnu to pay him homage. Jaya and Vijaya stopped them at the gate. 4 young sages got angry and cursed them to take 3 births on the earth as asuras, demons. The sorrowful Jaya and Vijaya requested for absolution from the curse. The hermits said that they had to take 3 births as asuras and that they would be redeemed by the weapon of Sri Mahavishnu. Accordingly, Jaya and Vijaya were born on the earth as Hiranyaksa and Hiranyakashipu. They were killed by Sri Mahavishnu. In the second birth, they were Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Sri Mahavishnu incarnated as Sri Rama killed them. In the third birth, they were Shishupala and Dantavaktra. They were killed by Sri Krishna, an incarnation of Bhagavan Vishnu. After 3 births, Jaya and Vijaya returned to Sri Vaikuntha. Kaksi, Ravana's mother, who became envious of the pomp and prowess of Sri Kubera, advised her son to secure boons from Sri Brahma by tapas, penance, and become equal to Sri Kubera. Accordingly, he went to Gokarna with his brothers and began tapas. Kumbhakarna did tapas for 10,000 years. Vibhisana also did tapas for 10,000 years standing on 1 foot. Ravana, standing in the middle of the 5 fires, meditated upon Sri Brahma. Though 10,000 years passed thus, Sri Brahma did not appear yet. Ravana, then, cut one of his 10 heads and made an offering of it to Sri Brahma in the fire. Thus, within 9,000 years, he cut 9 of his heads and offered them to Sri Brahma, in the fire. Lastly, when he was about to cut off his 10th head, Sri Brahma appeared and asked him to choose whatever boon he wanted. Ravana chose the boon that from none but men should he meet with his death. Kumbhakarna desired to secure the boon of Nirdevatva, absence of the Devas, but secured by a slip of the tongue, Nidravatvam, sleep. Vibhisana chose devotion to Sri Vishnu. On his return after securing the boons, Ravana occupied Lanka, drove away Sri Kubera and took his Pushpaka chariot. Ravana, further, declared Sri Mahavishnu to be his eternal enemy. Hearing about Ravana's victory, the Rakshasas from Patala, the underworld, came to live in Lanka. Ravana married Mandodari, foster daughter of Mayasura, and 3 sons, Meghanada, Atikai and Exakumara were born to the couple. He, then, conquered the whole world with the cooperation of his sons and other Rakshasas. The Astadipalikas, protectors of the 8 regions, were subjugated. He attacked Davaloka, heaven, but was defeated and imprisoned. Meghanada, by magical trickery, captured Indra and released Ravana from custody. Meghanada came to be called Indrajit from that day onwards. In the course of his triumphal march, after conquering the whole world, Ravana once arrived with his forces on the bank of the river Narmada. Enjoying the smooth flow of the crystal clear stream of the Narmada and the pleasant sand banks in the river bed, he spent a night there with his followers. Early next morning, he took his bath in the river and set up the idol of Sri Shiva, the Supreme Lord as the destroyer of the universe, on the sandbank, and began to worship it. Just then, Kartavirya and his wives came to the place and began their water sports, a few yards down the river from the place where Ravana was sitting. As part of his amusements, Kartavirya stopped the flow of the river by making a dam with his 1,000 arms. This caused the level of the water to rise and Ravana with his materials of worship was submerged in the flood. Enraged at this disturbance to his worship, he sent 2 of his men down the river bank to find out what was happening. They traced the source of the trouble to Kartavirya and his water sports and reported the matter to their master. At once, Ravana armed himself with his bow, rushed to Kartavirya and began a fierce fight. At last, Ravana fell down under the heavy stroke of Kartavirya's mace and was bound in chains and imprisoned. He lay there for 1 year. Ravana's father sage Sri Pulastya came to know of this and he went to Kartavirya's palace. He was received with due respect and at his request, Kartavirya released Ravana and after that they remained friends for life. Curses heaped on Ravana. As a result of ruling the land, as a terror to the whole world, for many years and of his triumphal journey Ravana had invited on his head 18 shrapas, curses, as follows. 1. Nala Kubara's curse. Ravana, once, insulted Ramba, the betrothed wife of Nala Kubara during her tour at a place near Alaka. On hearing about the insult, Nala Kubara cursed that Ravana should die with his 10 heads broken. 2. Vedavati's curse. While Sri Vedavati Devi, the only daughter of sage Sri Kusadhwaja, was doing tapas to secure Sri Madhava, Sri Vishnu, as her husband. Ravana saw her doing penance stealthily and she cursed him, thus, you and your family will be ruined by Sri Narayana, Sri Vishnu, on account of me. 3. Brahmana's curse. He invited a Vedic Brahman to install the idol of Sri Triparasundari Devi given to him by Sri Shiva. As the Brahman happened to be a bit late to come, Ravana imprisoned him for 7 days, and the old Brahman cursed that Ravana would be imprisoned for 7 months by a man. More Part 2.